I don't know which lighting is better, but we are about to figure out. So we are doing some testing, 1, 2 type of footage here. It's a little different. Let's see. Getting it together. Yes. All right, to all of my lovely people, my name is Nette, and we are here with the Girl Code. So our primary goal and focus, or whatever you would like to call it, for this channel is to make sure that we collectively as women have all the things that we need necessary that will be conducive not only to our personal development, but to our economic development, to our financial development, to relationship developments. So if there are any questions, concerns, topics, or anything that you would like for me to speak on, any collaborative efforts, please feel free to reach out. Drop your statements, concerns, maybe even threads in the comment section. I'm just playing. Don't drop no threads. So yeah. And we're just going to get into the video. So as you can see from the topic of this video, it is dating and loving yourself. So you all may see me look down here and there throughout these videos, but that is because I dropped some notes in my handy dandy notebook. I wanted to be very strategic in planning the content for this video because I want to make sure that I'm able to put out information that is needed. So first and foremost, self-love is the best love. I feel like that is something that is so important. Loving yourself. Be happy with yourself. Do not let anybody convince you that you should be doing anything otherwise than loving yourself, putting yourself first, because at the end of the day, your happiness overrides everybody else's happiness, because what good are you to anybody else if you are not any good to yourself? Okay, looking. Gotta make sure we're recording, y'all. Another point that I also made, and I think I already said, if you don't, I don't think I necessarily did. If you don't know how to love yourself, right? There is no way you can expect anybody else to love you the way that you should be loved. So I took time out for myself, to find myself, to figure out who I was, to figure out what I wanted, to figure out what I needed, and the things that I needed to do that would be necessary to get me to that point. I would even say some of the things that I did, of course, what I'm doing on here now, I watched YouTube videos. I would tell anybody any day that for a long time, YouTube was my counselor, because you can go on there and you could type in whatever you may be going through, and you can look at other people tell their stories about what they may have experienced and the things that they did to help them get over their hump, or whatever their troubles or whatever their issue was. Other things that I did, I got adult coloring books, so I would put on me some jazz, any music I like, some Erykah Badu, some R&B, whatever I felt like listening to at that moment, I would turn that on, y'all, and I would get my adult coloring book and I would color. You can purchase those at Walmart. The first ones that I purchased, and when I first found out about adult coloring books, I was actually walking through the toy aisle at what's the store? Dollar Tree. And I was getting coloring books and crayons for my baby, and I was like, what's this? Adult coloring book? Okay, let's try this out. Let's see what this is about. And it ended up to be something that I thought was very, very therapeutic for me. Something else that I do, I exercise, because we all know that health is wealth. Exercising is also another thing that is therapeutic, because it allows you to also release your stress or whatever you're feeling in a total different way, to help you process things as you try to figure out what happened, how it happened, when it happened, and what you can do to try to find yourself out of whatever the situation may be that you're in. That is all part of self-care, and you taking care of yourself and doing the things that you need to do for you. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some people may say that it's being selfish, but I don't think that that is necessarily true, because like I said, what good are you to anybody else if you are not any good to yourself? The next thing that I want to say is as it relates to dating yourself, do things for yourself that you would want someone else to do. Some things that I tell you that I do for myself, I sometimes, depending on where it is, how far it is, I travel by myself. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. However, I do recommend that you be safe, you watch your back at all times, because there is so much going on. So when you are traveling alone, you need to be very careful. But that is something that I found that I enjoy doing. I like traveling. Another thing that I like to do for myself is I will go and buy myself flowers every now and then. Other things, I like to get my hair done. I like to wear makeup here and there. I like to get my nails done. I like to get pedicures. I like shopping. Don't deny yourself anything. So do for yourself what you would expect someone else to do for you if they are dating you. This is important, because that way when somebody try to come up to you and drop some crap off in your lap, you can be like, nah, bruh. It ain't finna fly like that. And you have to let them know, whatever you feel like you can do for me, I can also do for myself. So do not think or feel or believe that I need you in any kind of way. Because at the end of the day, as long as you got you, as long as God got you, you are good, sis. Don't let nobody tell you that you need me to do XYZ. No, you do not. Personal time. I didn't mention personal time. And personal time don't even necessarily have to be traveling. It don't gotta be shopping. It does not necessarily mean that you have to spend money on yourself. You don't necessarily have to splurge. Personal time. Get on the couch and Netflix and chill by yourself. Pull you up a glass of wine. Go and get you some good eats. And enjoy that grub, sis. And girl, enjoy that grub. Do things that allow you to better yourself. Like I said earlier, exercising, processing information, and figuring out how to do those things in the most healthiest way possible, so that you will not feel like you're losing your head. I don't want to talk you all to death, so for the most part, when I do post videos, I'm going to try to keep them within a timely manner. We're going to try to shoot for 10 to 15 minutes, because we don't want to bore y'all with sitting and watching the video for a whole hour. All right. Other things that I did not mention is reading and journaling. Those things that are therapeutic for you, whatever works for you. So you have to do those things to find your niche. Figure out what works for you. Journaling is a good one, because also it kind of like, when you feel like you're not able to trust certain people with certain information, you don't want nobody in your business, write that stuff down, because sometimes it's better out of your head than it is in your head, because sometimes that stuff will drive you absolutely insane. So important, this next thing that I'm about to say. Always remember that you are the prize, and do not treat yourself as anything less than that. That coincides with doing things for yourself that you want someone else to do for you. Date yourself, girl. Love yourself. Be there for yourself. Everything that you need to be great is already inside of you. The thing is, we got to be able to find those things that will bring it up out of us so that we're able to display everything that is great about us. Please do not dim your light to make anybody else's light shine brighter than yours. You can help whomever along the way, but at the end of the day, you are the one that is important. You are the prize. You are the one to be won. So you should do whatever you need to do to treat yourself as such, and you should be able to know that. Do not let anybody take that away from you, sis. The last point that I would like to make is be sure and secure with yourself. Do not conform to the ways of the society. At the end of the day, you are your own individual person. You are already whole. You do not need anything or anybody besides the good Lord to make you feel complete. Do you understand me? And at the end of the day, nobody should complete you. If anything, they should compliment you. You all should be able to compliment each other. But in the meantime, you got to be able to match that for yourself. Date yourself and love yourself and be to yourself what you would expect for anybody else to be to you. I love you all. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative to you all. If I missed anything, please feel free to comment. Let me know that. If you want me to do another video to go back and touch on some things, let me know. It's cool. If you would like to leave constructive criticism, that is also fine. But please, please keep the negative energy over there.